Hello and welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. This is the show where we talk about everything from comics to Star Wars and everything in between. If you're new, my name is Aiden and I'm your host, and welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I can't believe we are finally here at the penultimate episode of my 12-part review of each individual issue of Crisis on Infinite Earths by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. This has been a long time coming, and rightfully so. I initially did not want to read this, nor did I want to review it, but because of its importance to the industry, I kind of had to. So let's get into issue number 11. Issue 11, Aftershock, begins with the rebirth of the DC Universe, and its new designation is New Earth, as we later establish. Here's the cover and the first page. Again, Wolfman and Perez and everyone involved did a phenomenal job with this series. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I hope you are enjoying it at home. And if you are, please leave a comment for the algorithm letting me know your thoughts and suggestions for future videos. And while you're at it, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Thumbs down if you didn't. And if you're new and want to check out more comic book reviews, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. And so Clark Kent from Earth 2 wakes up in his bed, and he goes to work at the Daily Planet. And on Earth 2, Clark was a journalist, and then he eventually got promoted to editor-in-chief, Perry White's old job before he retired. Now, because of the anomalies going on in the rebirth of the universe, Clark Kent is not the editor-in-chief. Perry White still is, because the universes were merged together. So we get Earth 1's Perry, who does not remember any of this, nor does Lois or Jimmy. So we get Clark being chewed out by his old boss, and he's like, this is weird. And then our Clark from Earth 1 is like, hang on, Perry, this is my Uncle Clark, who I was named after. Sorry if there was any confusion. It's a funny scene. And Lois is like, oh, so that's Clark's uncle. Then they fly around and they go to Jay Garrick's house in Keystone City. Now, it's been a Twin City merged with Central City. So the two cities exist as separate entities, well, as they existed before, but now they're one giant mega city. Superman's a little upset that Jay's wife Joan has forgotten him, but Jay and Wally have been reconstructing Barry's cosmic treadmill, and they learn that the multiverse is no more. There's no more alternate versions of Earth. There's just the one. So all of the Superman and Flash and Kid Flash use the cosmic treadmill, and it's a pretty cool scene. But they just go to a void, and the void is calling out to Kal-El from Earth 2, trying to convince him that he's, trying to, get him to stay in the void. And then we go into space, and Rip Hunter and Adam Strange encounter Brainiac's ship, and they go onto the ship and see that Brainiac is not moving. Then the heroes band together at Titan's Tower in New York, and Harbinger called them all together, and we see that Huntress from Earth 2, the daughter of Earth 2's Batman and Catwoman, she tried to go back home, but her apartment belongs to someone else. She couldn't find her father's grave, and Dick Grayson, Batman of Earth 2, is going through a similar situation where he finds his counterpart is 20 and living in New York, so he's like, ugh, that's weird. I'm old now, so. And then we learn some differences about this new Earth, and get to see George Perez do the origin of Superman and Batman. And then we see him do World War II. That's always fun. Then Superman of Earth 2 is sad because his Lois no longer exists. And Captain Marvel's like, Yeah, I tried to go back to Earth S. I couldn't, so I'm okay with this, but I'm not really. Like, I'm sad, but I'll learn to live with it. And then Spectre is recovering from the fight. And then we see Gotham City Detective Harvey Bullock doing a detective at a convention for detectives, and he's, seeing this weapon from Wonder Woman's villain, the Angler, and he's like, why is the Angler's weapon here? Then Dr. Fate and Etrigan save this girl with Dr. Occult. I've never heard of Dr. Occult in my life, so I'm like, who the heck is this? But they save this girl. Then Superman and Superman talk, and they, decide, okay, we gotta focus on saving people and defeating the Anti-Monitor. Then Wonder Girl talks to everyone and says that she and Wonder Woman went to Paradise Island because the two Paradise Islands merged. So Earth 1 and Earth 2 merged together. So Earth 2 Wonder Woman and her daughter Fury are there talking to this new version of her mother. And she's like, what's going on here? And then Power Girl, Supergirl from Earth 2, is like, why do people still remember me but not my cousin? Because Power Girl post-crisis was really fucked up. It's a whole thing. Batman and Robin and Lex Luthor Jr. from Earth 3 went to see, our Lex Luthor in prison just to see if he remembered what happened. He doesn't. So all of the villains who went to the future to fight didn't. Actually, no, they went to the past to Oa to fight the guy to stop him from creating the dark multiverse, but Lex doesn't remember, so Batman's like, okay, gotta go back and tell everyone. King Solivar of Gorilla City is still hurt, so we see his doctors working on him. Here's Batman and Robin, Lex, all of them. And the Challengers of the Unknown hire this mining team to go and see what's going on at the center of the Earth, and there's some shenanigans going on there. The skies are turning red, and then the new Earth gets eaten by, well, eaten metaphorically, it's brought into the antimatter universe, and that ends issue number 11. Then we get the cover and first page for the final issue. So that is issue number 11 of Crisis on Infinite Earths. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Like I said, leave a like and all of that, and I'll leave a link to my social media accounts and my podcast in the description of this video. At the time of recording, I just released the latest episode of my podcast, the season 2 premiere, so you guys can check that out if you want to. And yeah, next week I will, at the time of recording next week, I will release the final review of issue number 12, and then the following week we will do just a chill sort of shooting the shit, talking about how this changed comic books forever, for better or for worse. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this. I sincerely hope that you have a wonderful day. At the time of recording, it's Monday, July 4th, 2022, so happy 4th of July to my American viewers, and to my Canadian viewers, I hope you guys had a wonderful Canada Day. I did, and have a good one. Bye.